Okay, now let's put these in place. Remember those lines with the C's that you have on them? This is when you get to use it. Okay. Then you're going to need your glue, your carpenter square, your drill, and screws. First thing, glue. Glue is important because it's permanent, and these things are going to be permanent. So we dab the end of the board of our runner, just a little bit, not a whole lot, nothing crazy. So you need your carpenter square, and you put this just inside because you want to make sure that your wood is perfectly square. Because no matter what, your plywood will be square. Your plywood is always square. You can count on that better than life, death, or taxes. All right? We want to make sure that it's flush on the edges here. That's what I'm doing with my finger right now. And square here. You might not get it quite, exactly perfect, but it's really important that we get as close to it as possible. Your partner would be holding this and the square, and you'd be holding this and the drill. But right now I'm going to try to do it one-handed. Yeah. That doesn't count. If you do that, you're going to have to change the hole out in your screw because it'll just go in the hole. And then the next piece is gluing this piece just the same. Glue one end. Again, not a thick coat, not a thin coat, just enough. On these joints, it's very important that they're tight and that they're flush. If they're flush before you push screwing, this board has a bit of a crown where the board's bowed a little bit. So I actually need to lift this one up a little bit so that it's right. And repeat. So your next step is to move this piece of wood on top of these pieces of wood. Yes? Again, with your tape measure, pull from the side, and we want to mark every 30 centimeters. Right now I have a side that's flush on my side, but not on your side. Again, flush means that the edges are not above one another, only right next to each other. Okay, it's like if you take a stack of papers and you tap it on the desk to flush out the tops and the sides. Okay, that's what we're doing with wood. We don't want any piece hanging off further than it needs to be, or further than the other. So we flush up one side. Simply putting in a screw. Always start from the corner. And then on your marks, making sure that you're hitting the wood so it's no further than 3.8 centimeters from that edge. Right? And work your way around. This point is not quite flush, so I'm going to move it over a little bit. Grab my plywood and I pull it over the edge. Now it unflushes over here, but it flushes it up a little bit better. I'm going to go a little bit more. Yeah, it's much better. Again, always work from one side, go back to the corner you started, and then work down this side, right? The reason that is because your plywood will always come square. It will always come at a certain size, 4 foot by 8 foot in our case, and square. So you have to flush up your frame to the squareness of this plywood. So always come back to your starting screw and work your way back. From there on, your frame should be squared up with your plywood, and it should be easy sailing from here. If you find yourself in a bind, try using a rubber mallet to move your frame around to square up to your plywood.
Only 6 screws remain. Where do they go? Chalk line!
Alright, remember those lines that you started earlier? have the big C's on them. These are right here, 1, 2, 3. And put this hook, chalk line right above that line, and you're going to drag your chalk box over here. The chalk box has chalk in it, and your line picks up fine particles of chalk. Pull it tight, and this other end goes directly above this line over here. Then, pinch the middle of the line, pull up, and pop. And it leaves a perfect chalk line. Lines now represent where your runners are underneath the board. This way you don't miss the board when you screw the 6 screws down into this, right? Again, with your tape measure and your marking utensil, measure 40 centimeters in, and that's where your last screws go. Congratulations.